Okay, today we're going to talk about grouping quadrilaterals with this Venn diagram that I got, from this website, Math Monks. So here we go. A polygon with four sides, right? And inside that quadrilateral group, we have trapezoids. This is using the exclusive definition, which just says you can only have one pair of parallel sides. We haven't talked about isosceles trapezoids, so I'm not going to talk about that, but they're just non-parallel sides are equal. And then you have parallelogram, two pairs of parallel sides, opposite angles equal. So parallelogram and trapezoids are quadrilaterals. And inside the parallelogram circle, you have rhombus, kite, and rectangle. And these are all parallelograms and quadrilaterals. They're all quadrilaterals because they're polygons with four sides. They all got four sides. But they're also parallelograms because they meet the definition of a parallelogram. They have two pairs of parallel sides, and their opposite angles are equal. So they have two pairs of parallel sides. This is parallel. These are parallel. These are parallel, and the opposite angles are equal. This angle right here is equal to this angle down here, and this angle right here is equal to this angle up here. Same thing with this one. This one's equal to this one, and this one's equal to this one. And this one's equal to this one, and this one's equal to this one. And then inside this parallelogram group, we have this rectangle and square circle. Well, this rectangle square, which says rectangle circle. It says all four angles are equal and opposite sides are equal. And you have the square that says all four sides are equal and all four angles are equal. So this says all four angles are equal. A square has all of those four angles. All their angles are equal. And the opposite sides are equal too. This is equal to that one, and this is equal to that one. So even though it's not the same shape as a rectangle, it is a rectangle because it meets the definition of a rectangle. That's why it's in the rectangle circle, because it meets the definition of having all of its angles equal and its opposite sides equal. And then we have this rhombus, which is not included in the rectangle circle because not all of its angles are equal. This angle is not equal to this angle. This angle is not equal to this angle. Only its opposite angles are equal. So it doesn't meet this definition for a rectangle. All four sides are equal though. And opposite angles are equal. So that would include square with a rhombus though. So because square has all four of its sides equal and its opposite angles are equal. So a square would be considered a rhombus too, which I don't know why they didn't. I don't know, maybe this kite circle, but like I want to make it more clear. A square is a rhombus under this definition because it's got all four of its angles equal, which means its opposite angles are equal, and it says all four sides are equal, and all four of its sides are equal, so it's also a rhombus. Then we have kite, which we haven't really talked about, but we're going to talk about right here, which says one pair of opposite angles are equal. So only one, which is just saying that it has to have at least one pair of opposite angles equal. Right here, its opposite angles are equal, but these angles aren't equal. That's fine. A square has at least one pair of opposite angles equal. There's four actually, two. And a rhombus has both of its opposite angles equal, so that. And two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Adjacent means next to. See, this one's next to this one, and they're equal in size. This one's next to this one, and they're equal in size. Well, all sides are equal, so that means they're adjacent. All the sides that are next to each other are equal. So that means rhombus and square are also part of the kite group. Okay, so we have quadrilaterals, and inside the quadrilaterals, we got parallelograms and trapezoids. So the parallelogram group, we have square, rectangle, and rhombus. Inside the rectangle group, we have a square and a rectangle. Inside the rhombus group, we have the rhombus and the square, because square can fit into the rectangle and the rhombus group. And then in the kite group, we have the kite, this kite, then the rhombus and the square. Because the rhombus and the square can both fit inside the kite group. And that's a Venn diagram about quadrilaterals. All right, Saints, cool.